I love it when we can wake up the police station at the police station. You know, everybody probably upstairs could probably hear us.
Yep.
And it's
They're at it again.
exactly. It must be Friday at 4 o'clock, right?
That's right.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to Derek Holmes, May Ambrose, Shelley Carey, Katie Turner, Chaveevah.
Okay, also Linda Nash, Leatrice Wright, Joyce Ann Wilder, of course, and Daisy Butler.
Right,
Yeah.
we welcome you to Miss Rocki and Chaveevah North End Update Live because there's always something good happening on the North End.
And everywhere else. You know it. Yes.
Everywhere else. And we're just here to tell you about it. And we are approaching 5 years of positivity.
It's funny when I think about how long we've been doing this. So, yeah.
It's crazy. And we almost thought about giving up, but it's not in our DNA, right?
That's right. And
We're gonna
yeah.
get to that in just a little bit in our Give It Air subject. We got a great show today, Chaveevah.
Yes, yes, indeed we do. Our guests today are Rachelle Chase, author of Creating the Black Utopia of Buxton, Iowa, and Lost Buxton, and also Amber Collins, owner of the Soul Book Nook, which if you didn't know it, now you know, the first Black-owned bookstore in Waterloo.
Right. And we're going to get to our guests, and they have a special part in our show later on for our Black History Give It Air segment, but we'll get to them in just a little bit. But we want to let you know that our show is brought to you partly by the Community Foundation, who saw something in us and decided to support us, Chaveevah.
Yes, absolutely. And our sustaining supporter, UniQ.
All right. We're going to talk about UniQ, but we got some comments. Nate, people want to talk. They want to talk about Rachelle Chase. I already know.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, so we got a few fans checking in. First is Betty Galloway Diedrich saying, "Boom shakalaka, ladies."
Oh, Betty, the
Boom shakalaka. Yes, that's
the
right.
birthday baby. Yes.
We got Moten June saying hi there.
Oh,
Hey, June.
yeah.
You all got snow in Chicago?
There you go.
And then we got Cherry Kaba. Hey.
Oh, Sherry.
Waterloo. Y'all looking good.
All right. Thank you.
That's chilling, and we were trying to get a hold of her. Yes, and Joyce Ann Wilder did. We got Rachelle sitting offset here for just a few moments, but Joyce Ann Wilder even said she knows Rachelle.
Oh, okay.
And said that they had some kind of special connection. So Rachelle is more
right.
popular around here than we are, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Everybody. Okay. We want to talk to you about what, Chaveevah? We got our Nate with the Soul Town. Oh, no, we got to talk about educational talent search. Tell everybody
absolutely.
about that.
As we've said before, their mission is to encourage, inspire, challenge, and support students in their academic success. And on February 24th at 5:30, it is, FAFSA night. Yes, there we go, where students can get all the help they need for applying for financial assistance to go to college. Also, there's a Black College Expo coming up in April, so be sure to get signed up now. This is really a wonderful program for high school students, just to get into that mindset of, yeah, I'm going to college, and take off from there. Yep, for more information, call DeCarlos Anderson at 319-273-4784.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Chaveevah. And now we're going to talk about, we have a new segment. Well, actually, we're going to talk to Nate first. I can see Nate is so ready right now.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
I know. And it's a great part of our show that we know our viewers are enjoying. Nate is our intern, and he's going to share with us a little bit about the Soul Town. And every week, he kind of lets everybody know what he's finding interesting.
Yeah.
So and Chillin is watching, so do a good job.
Yeah, so for today I saw the multi-part series called Just Call Me. And this one is Just Call Me Joy, which is a familiar face that I know personally, Joy Briscoe.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yep,
Real
and it speaks
active.
upon her and talks about her and just kind of reading upon it, it fits exactly. It says, Joy Briscoe is a consummate diversity, equity, and inclusion professional. As an Air Force veteran with more than 15 years of experience in developing culturally inclusive programming, she is currently the Talent Acquisition and Outreach Specialist for Waterloo Schools. Her role is to increase the number of staff of color, develop Grow Your Own Talent programming, and support the Waterloo Career Center on work-based learning strategies to foster business engagement. A master of innovation and a professional pivot, Joy has hosted multiple virtual team building retreats to develop skills to improve communication and teamwork, manage conflict, align business activities to organizational vision and values, emphasizing diversity, equity, and inclusion. So I thought that was awesome. It fits exactly because she is amazing, and yeah.
It is.
All right. Okay.
That was great, Nate. And what did you find good about that article particularly? Why did you choose that one out of all the things you could have talked about in the Soul Town?
Yeah, I think it just kind of personally to me, I go to the Waterloo Career Center, and I just know how that has helped me, find a career path. And I feel like, a lot of people, some of my friends who go out there, they've kind of found a sense of direction from the Career Center, and I know Joy, influenced and had a big part in creating that Career Center. So I'm truly grateful for her doing that, and I feel like many others and many more to come who will benefit from the Career Center as well.
Wow, I just love it. I love it.
All right. How awesome to see her spotlighted specifically in that. And so anyone who's interested in subscribing to the Soul Town, you know what to do. If you don't, I'm getting ready to tell you. Go to thesoultownmagazine.com and subscribe. You can get either a print edition or you can get the digital edition. Either way, you will not be sorry.
That's right. And thank you so much, Nate. You do such a great job every week for that. We certainly do appreciate you. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of debating, we always have like a way we go about things, but I think it's time for Give It Air. Today we have a Give It Air, and I think it's a great time to introduce Rachelle Chase, the renowned author that is in our presence. Welcome, Rachelle. Thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be back.
Yes. Yeah. And we have enjoyed your Buxton books, but when I was researching you, I told Rachelle I got to look at you a whole other way now, because she also writes romance novels. So people can find your books online, all of them.
They're on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles, and wherever you buy your books.
Okay, well, we're going to get to that in just a little bit. I see Amber just joined us. I think she's going to have a seat over here, and they know Agnes is so great with the cameras, nobody will even know. But we wanted to talk to you, Rachelle, about our Give It Air segment today. We talked about giving up sometimes. A lot of times with our show, for instance, sometimes we don't get the views that we thought we should, or, we did all this promotion and this didn't turn out right. And there was times when we were pretty discouraged.
Yeah, sometimes technical things that might happen, that we've got a perfect show lined up, we weren't able to do the show because something unexpected happened.
Right. And in the whole Black culture, perseverance has been basically a common bond that most Black people share. I'd say that you just know you got to keep on trudging. Yep. So today I ran across an article on Facebook, and it was called "Giving Up Is Not in Our DNA." And we all have a little piece to read. In fact, and I thought this would be such a great presentation after Amber came on. And you know how we do, you guys. Amber's here. She's gonna be found out that she gets to read today. See, we got all these literary people here. We're gonna do some reading. So it's gonna be this dramatic presentation.
We didn't say acting.
Not acting. We're not acting. But you know what? After reading some of this, I actually felt pretty emotional today reading this, because it really does. It touches your spirit. So here it is. If you need to be encouraged today, this is what you need to hear.
And everything is numbered, so we'll be right get right into it.
All right. So don't be discouraged. So you mean to tell me that someone down your ancestry line survived being chained to other human bodies for several months in the bottom of a disease-infested ship during the Middle Passage, lost their language, customs, and traditions, picked up the English language as best they could while working free of charge from sunup to sundown as they watched babies sold out of their arms and women raped by ruthless slave owners.
Took names with no last names, no birth certificates, no heritage of any kind, braved the Underground Railroad, survived the Civil War to enter into sharecropping, learned to read and write out of sheer will and determination, faced the burning crosses of the KKK, averted their eyes, the black bodies swinging from ropes hung on the trees.
Amber?
Fought in wars to soldiers, as soldiers, only to return to America as boys. Marched in Birmingham, hosed in Selma, jailed in Wilmington, assassinated in Memphis, segregated in the South, ghettoed in the North, ignored in history books, stereotyped in Hollywood.
And in spite of it all, someone in your family line endured every error to make sure you would get here. But you receive one rejection, face one obstacle, lose one friend, get overlooked, and you want to quit? How dare you entertain the very thought of quitting? People you will never know survived from generation to generation so you could succeed. Don't you dare let them down. It is not in our DNA to quit.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes.
And so that was something that we thought we should give a little bit of air today, Chaveevah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's stories like that, and when you really do look back at the struggle and how far we've come and how far there is to go. Even the racial conversations that are being had more often now since George Floyd, that was a monumental moment for all of us, and we never even used to have a Give It Air until George Floyd.
Yep,
So,
you're right.
right. Nate, I think we have
Yeah, I was going to
comments.
say, looks like we got comments.
Yeah, so we got 3 more people checking in. We got Mary Cagley saying hello.
Hey, Mary.
We have Krista Regenitor saying hi, Rachelle Chase.
Hello.
And then we got Ricky Thomas saying looking amazing, Queens.
Oh, thank you so much. And we didn't get to introduce Amber. Amber Collins is here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and you walked in and fit right in and read your part, and honey, we're just
Operating on the fly.
Yes.
That's the way I like it. Yep.
Let me tell you about perseverance. I didn't even have my reading glasses.
Oh,
So I'm like, I'm going to persevere.
don't you dare to give up.
Excuse.
All right. On a lighter note, we're going to talk about rocking our health. Did you know that cucumber water is good for you?
Yeah.
Chaveevah, talk about the benefits, I think.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they gave us 7 reasons to start sipping that cucumber water, y'all.
Okay.
Yep. First of all, it keeps you hydrated. You know?
Need that.
Sometimes you don't know whether or not you're hungry or thirsty. So if you stay hydrated, you will know. Number 2, it helps with weight loss because it's cutting calories of not drinking so much, sugary soda and stuff like that.
That's one reason I could drink it, because I don't drink sodas per se.
Yes.
Do you? Are you a pop drinker?
I make my own mostly with mineral water and flavored like cucumber.
okay.
And,
Oh, okay.
yes.
Okay. It provides antioxidants. We all know everybody's talking about antioxidants, so that's good for you. It may help prevent cancer. It lowers your blood pressure because it's high in potassium, and that's an electrolyte that helps regulate your blood pressure.
All right.
It supports healthy skin because it's high in vitamin B5, and last but not least, it even boosts your bone health because it's high in vitamin K. So.
Wow. I didn't know
Wow.
that.
Well, the reason we've started studying this is because I read the article a couple weeks ago, and I've been drinking cucumber water for my skin.
Oh.
Is it working?
It's glowing.
Is it working?
It's glowing. It's working.
Thank you. Okay, good. I'm glad it's working. Otherwise, I was going to dump it out. All right, news flash, birthday people. We got a quartet today, and we got Nate, who's going to really jam. Ain't you, Nate? Can you be the beatbox or
All
something
right.
today?
Beatbox.
Yeah, you know, you can Nate just rolls with us.
Nate is
All
like,
right,
no,
that's
this is
great.
first time talking about beatbox.
Okay. I think we're right to the part where we get to talk to our guest, Chaveevah.
Yes.
Find out
Right.
what's going on.
Okay. Well, Amber, you're first here on our list, but
Okay.
I can't wait to talk to either one of you.
I know, it's
Well,
like, whoa, where do we
Who?
start? They're so amazing.
Okay. But basically, I want to ask you, how has your first year of business been going?
The first year, I believe, was actually my second year is really rougher than the first year. And that is because I'm still on like a learning curve. You know, I didn't study how to open a bookstore. I stepped out there on faith and a vision. And so it's been quite a learning experience, learning the customers, learning the community needs, learning how to use vendors. And also us still being in this situation with the pandemic, changing costs. Affecting the budget. So I think I'm still kind of in that early learning stage. But overall, you know what? It's been a great ride.
Okay.
It's been a great ride. The community has been supportive. And I've met so many new people. And that's one reason I opened the store, so I could meet those in the community that I would never have that opportunity of running into.
Right.
And I've learned a lot about myself.
And for those of you, we didn't even really give you a proper introduction. We said Amber Collins. We feel like everybody knows the first Black business book owner, right? However, I said that wrong. But so Amber Collins has a bookstore called the Soul Book Nook.
Correct.
How did you choose that name? And did you always want a bookstore?
Well, I thought about, actually what happened was I wanted to know my part in the story, everything that was going on. And I saw the interactions with the world in general, you know, with the violence, with the hate, and the just couldn't come to an agreement. And everyone, I felt everybody needed to heal. I really was concerned about the soul of men in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we have souls, and I was really concerned about that. And I wasn't marching the Black Lives Matter. I felt that wasn't my part, and I had to find my part to play. And so that's what I came up with. God gave me the Soul Book Nook.
Oh,
and that's what inspired me, because I wanted healing to occur. And if I'm talking too much, gotta hold up your finger.
Oh no, honey!
I'm a general speaker.
Okay.
No, we're just happy that you're here, Chaveevah. I think.
Yeah, we know that the pandemic has been a factor or whatever, but also I'm sure you've had events at the store. Could you talk about some of the types of events that you've had?
Yes, I've had several book clubs that were booked throughout different areas of community, requested to hold events there, such as like STEM for the community. I believe there's no birthday parties yet. One birthday party. So those are more so the events that I've had are the book clubs and book signings by authors. I had one author fly from New Jersey just to do a book signing in the store.
Wow.
And the rest of the events, because of the pandemic, have been on Zoom, mostly with different various authors that I haven't posted yet.
And what are your protocols because of COVID now? How do you handle do you have classes that come in from the schools, or do you have a limit of people that can be in your area there?
Well, I do, but it changes. I follow the CDC and regulations. In the beginning, you could not get in the door unless you had a mask, and I kept it locked.
Right, and I
Until
don't blame
you put on the mask.
right? Because
Yes.
everybody's out there,
Yes.
and we didn't know so much.
Yes, and so when it seemed like it was subsiding a little bit, there was some relief, I increased the numbers in the store. Families, of course, could come in together without the mask and whatever number, but I try to keep it at least under 15 for events.
Okay, and you have a sale, I think you mentioned to me on the phone. What's going on with that?
7 books for $3. We have so many books. Yes, we've been blessed with a lot of donations of books. And so,
All right, 7 books for $3. And you have Rachelle Chase's book?
yes, I do. It's a top seller
Oh my
in
goodness.
the store. Yes, I do. Her books are beautifully written.
Yes.
And she also did a show there, performed, and she had the beautiful attire on from the 1900, and even had live recordings of some of the interviews of citizens that used to live in the town of Buxton, Iowa. Yes, we loved it.
Yes.
Yes.
And
So, yes,
I think
me too.
some of her books from the reading list are at your store as well. I think
Yes.
some of those books.
Yes.
Comments, Nate.
Yeah, so we got another comment from Krista with Regenerator. Apologize if I mess up that name.
Reginetter.
And she says the Soul Book Nook is amazing. Amber has been so great to work with. Highly recommend that everyone check them out in person or online.
Thank you, Krista.
Okay, and I was going to segue to that as far as what about people who want to contact information, website for people who might want to find out more about the Soul
Yes.
Book Nook.
I am online at soulbooknook.com.
Okay.
They can also find me on Facebook. I have quite a bit of following on there, which they can still contact us through Facebook. And there's a contact form on the website also.
Okay.
Yes.
And I think I saw a note on your page or somewhere that said that you weren't using Messenger on Facebook. So is that fixed now?
Thank you for saying that, because my assistant usually keeps me regulated, and she mentions those things. She's the tech there, and yes, we do not want our customers to request books, or if they're following up on an order, we do not want them to use the messenger for that. It's better to use the contact form on the site, soulbooknook.com, and we'll get it faster, and I'll answer faster.
Okay,
Okay.
great. I just have to say I
Thank
love your
you.
dreads. Of course, my
Oh,
bestie
thank
here
you.
has dreads, so I'm almost tempted to do dreadhead myself, but I just haven't made that move.
You'll look good in anything you do.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Amber, and for being here and answering up all our questions.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now I get to Rachelle.
Oh no, let's keep talking to Anne.
No, we gotta talk about that red dress I saw on
keep
the
me on the
cover of your book. No, I didn't know she was a romance novel too. All I'm used to is the Buxton, formal Rachelle. But we're gonna have dinner tonight. We're gonna talk all
to know
about
the
that
other
racy
Rachelle.
part. Right. Rachelle.
It's researcher Rachelle and racy Rachelle.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, are you working on any new projects?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I'd started working on a screenplay for Buxton, right?
Oh.
And I worked on that last year and finished it. It needs a little bit of work. I've had some feedback on it. So I said, you know what, I'm going to put the screenplay aside because I know books. So I'm going to write the book version of the screenplay, which really helped having the screenplay. So it is a historical fiction book, partly set in Buxton, partly set in Atlanta during 1906. So it was a fun way, not a fun way, it's a very emotional way to compare it takes place in the Atlanta Race Massacre, so to compare what was going on in the country at that time and then the reality of Buxton. Again, getting away, I wanted to also be able to delve more into the realities of Buxton, people coming there, some of the gritty, more, what was it really like? It wasn't perfect, so what was that really like? So that's my
Wow.
Great. And your fiction, Chaveevah wrote this question. I hadn't thought of this. But you mean in the racy ones?
Yeah, because all I
what you were asking about?
No. But
I didn't realize that you also wrote fiction, and I love fiction, and of course I love romance fiction, that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
So do tell.
Now, do you have a
Well,
plot twist? Can you tease us a little with what's
my
going on with
gosh.
what was it, the muscle man? No,
The dancer.
that one? Okay, or no, how many do you have?
Oh, it depends on how you look at it. When I got the rights back to my novellas, I'd split them up. They were in like one anthology. So 5 or 7, depending on how you count them.
And do you have a favorite? Because we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about this, but do you have a favorite of the
Well,
romance novels that you really...
I don't know if there's a favorite, but my last one I wrote in 2014, I think, right before, it was like, I knew this was going to be my last kind of romance book because, pun not intended, they are hard to write. You know, it's like, it is a lot to keep that sexual tension going all the time on every page and have a plot and
Kind of
bring in
like real life.
baggage. Exactly. So I was like, you know, and I just wanted to work on something different. So I would say Hot Dreams was probably my, because I tried to deal with a little bit more baggage, more real emotion, real problems that people were dealing with in that one.
Okay. Hot Dreams.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Rachelle Chase.
Okay.
So get back to Uniting Through History.
See, not even tell you what it was about yet. So there you go.
No, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us what it's about before
Yeah.
we move on to Uniting Through History?
No, I don't want to tell you what
Okay.
it's about.
We'll just have to all get the book.
There you go.
Right.
But it's still there online. You can find it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Uniting Through History, I started in January of 2021, and kind of like what you were saying there, Ms. Collins, it was like, okay, there's, you know, George Floyd, the murder, you know, I for the first time, I had put something on YouTube where I created this video talking about being tired and sad and angry, and I don't usually do that kind of personal thing, but I was just so tired and sad and angry about all this. And so Uniting Through History kind of came about, what can I do, you know, and it was,
Great
again, related
idea.
to books, but more of, you know, we are not taught about the contributions, you know, that Black people have made, the experience, all these things we just read, you know.
Yes.
And so I was like, well, what can I do, my part? It's a small part, but hopefully it'll grow. And so that's how Uniting Through History started. Uniting Through History's mission is furthering the acceptance of and pride in the fact that Black history is American history by creating kind of immersive experiences for people to really connect with that history and get it.
Yeah.
So right now we've got the Hip History Contest was kind of the inaugural project, which is a scholarship program for youth, middle school, actually 13, so it would be the ending of middle school to high school, for a $2,000 scholarship first prize, and then the classroom gets the winner's teacher gets the matching prize as well. So the classroom gets it
nice.
as well.
Oh, wonderful.
So, but what they have to
So
do for
needed.
this is to bring the history of Buxton alive through the arts. And I like to
Yes.
say, arts is creative. I always say, if your thing is filming yourself putting makeup on, well, then you somehow creatively educate me on Buxton, you know. So we had some fun entries. We had in the first year, 2021, we had about 60 kids entered, about 40 different entries.
To what school district?
It was all over, but I really want more brown and Black children to enter. Sorry, I keep calling these people children. I'm sorry. They're young adults. To me, they're
Yes.
children, but I should say youth and young adults. So, of course, it's for everybody because, again, Black history is American history, but I would like to also see more Waterloo students enter, and we would love to also have the 1619 Freedom School participate.
There you
Which
go.
also,
Yeah.
for the History Book Club, which is what we're working with Ms. Collins on, and having her, the Soul Book Nook, be our official bookstore for the History Book Club.
How
And in fact, I got to
nice.
place my
Wow.
order
Wonderful.
with
And
you.
this is your book. These are some of the books
Yeah,
on
these
your
are
list.
some of the
Nice.
books.
So
That's a
we
good
want
list.
everybody to join in on the project, and also Lori Dale. Hopefully, we can connect with her later. She will be involved as well, I'm sure.
I
so.
did call her,
For the
so
16,
enjoy
19.
and
Yes,
yeah.
enjoy. So,
yeah.
we got some great people out there in the trenches doing the great work that needs to be done. So,
Yeah.
we certainly appreciate you joining and sharing
Yeah.
with us, and
Thank
it's
you.
great to have you as a friend because we feel like we're all friends. Once
Yes.
that's what I love about this job, Chaveevah.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
it's
We get a
fun,
chance
and
to
we
meet
get to-
so many great people and just,
Exactly.
forge friendships and relationships. And everywhere you go, you see someone you know. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
All
Yes, it
right,
is.
Yeah.
networking.
That's it.
All right. Well, I know our time is up, and Agnes and Ed are amazing, and our Nate. We just have to make sure. And I always say these are city employees that just let us come here and hang out.
Okay.
But we feel like they're ours because they make us feel so comfortable.
I think we got enough
Good.
time to slide under the wire and say happy birthday.
But
to
of
our
course,
birthday
because we got
people.
to see. That's why you got to butter up Agnes and Ed. See, we're making them stay late, but we had to get them. We had to acknowledge them for sure. But we got the best birthday people, Chaveevah.
Yes, we sure do. We've got Timmy Kershaw, Sally Preby, Fassel Williams Ross, happy birthday, Fassel.
Yes.
Johanna Kramer Weston, and Mark Olson.
Right. Hey, Betty, we know you're watching. Hey, Betty. Carol, Taylor, Stanford, Conway, we love you and thank you so much for your support. Gina Weekly, we call her G. Gwinnett Culpepper, thank you, Gwinnett, for being around and watching us. And Horace Corey,
Yes.
we love you all so much and thank you so much for hanging out with us. Best birthday people, best viewers, best
Best
guests.
guest.
We just got all that best stuff going on. And so now we're going to ask you to sing. Everybody knows the Stevie Wonder versions. You got, she's like, what? You don't watch the show. It's showing.
Lip sync.
No,
Thank you, Rachelle. See,
If you
everybody
lip sync, then you can do all kind of.
right. We're gonna start it out for you a little bit, and it goes something like this. I'm sure you would agree
It couldn't fit more perfectly
that to have a world party.
on the day you came to be.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
All right.
Happy birthday. Oh, y'all just gonna
Take us
let me
out,
rock
Rocki.
you?
Take us out.
Happy. Okay, fine, whatever. Seriously, we had a great show today, Chaveevah.
Yes, absolutely. We got a chance to delve into the literary world with our
Yes.
friends, the bookstore owner and the author. So,
Right,
yeah, it was a
making
great
us all
time.
look good for sure. Make sure you watch us next week when we have Dominique Wallikin, the chef.
Ooh,
I mean,
yes.
right, seafood, and Mayor Hart will be here. And then on the 25th, we got Blood at the Root representation, and also Dusky Steele with that disco
From the House
stuff.
of Hope, Disco for Hope.
Kevin Deal, Chaveevah.
Yep, on March 4th. I love that date because it's an action. March 4th. Kevin Dill will be here with
Okay.
us. Yeah. On the 11th, Doug Marshall and Mike Allen will be our guests.
Big Q next month. Bria Martin and Lynn Genesis Spa. We will all be there. We want to remind you to watch us on YouTube and also keep doing what makes you awesome, like Rachelle.
And like Amber.
And it's Colin.
That's right.
Because it makes us
It makes us
all
all
look
look
good.
good.
Thank you. See you
See you
next
next week.